Okay, so the video didn't record because I chose the wrong audio device. So I'm going to record a voiceover once more. What I was saying. This is a Valakut ramp deck, which you just saw, and right now we are playing. We keep our hand, and I can make some commentary too, as well as my decisions I make. So as you can see, I'm just playing the expedition map first. I believe right here I'm going to go for green because I have green cards that I want to win. And by the way, I think he's playing Valakut ramp at this point. So right here I learned that he's playing Eldrazi ramp. And at this point I do realize that I do want to go for green. Now I pretty much was going to, but I wasn't certain, but this solidifies it because I need to start hatching a plan quickly against this deck. So I get the forest, and I play the Heart Expedition here, and plan to play the Explore next. But this hand is not good against ramp. I didn't have high hopes for this game, so we'll see what happens, and we'll continue to do his ramp stuff here. I'm not sure if he's playing two colors or just mono green. I know, as I said in the deck tech, there are many variations I've seen of this deck. So I top deck an Oracle, and I figure, well, hey, why not play it? We might rip two lands and be able to explore again. We might hit nothing, but if we're going to explore, we're just going to hit whatever we hit anyway. So we play the Oracle and see what we get. And it's an Evolving Wild, so we can play that into a Harrow. So I believe my plan here is to just ramp up as quick as I can and hope to get some card that'll help us win. So we'll see if we get there. Because it's not looking like I'm going to get anything that's particularly helpful. And I believe, so we get to Eye of Uving, and at this point, I believe I'm thinking all is, well, you'll see. What I'm going to reveal here will show me. Because I don't want another Evolving Wild, so I pop the Expedition, I see it, Avenger. Well, I figure this is going to help us out a lot, so why not try and go for it? The only thing that's against it is the Evolving, All is Dust. But I can't really play around that at this point, as my hand isn't made for all, like, I can't, if he has All is Dust, he has it. There's nothing I can do with it. So I play for the win and try and hope it sticks. Pass it on and taps out rather quickly here. It could be an Eldrazi, but it turns out to be it is All is Dust. So back to my original. I have nothing to do. This hand probably won't make it there, but I'll try it anyway. If anything, it'll be burning out. And here's a mistake I think I made. I probably should be playing to burn out. Not this. Digging here is fine. But I should be playing to burn him out here, because that's the only realistic way I'm going to win at this point, because he's probably going to rip it out. Within the next 2 turns, he's going to have an Eldrazi out. So I figure here I shouldn't have burned that. That should have been going to his head. I miscounted here. I thought he had 9 available mana, and that made the 10th to drop the Kozilek, but he did have just 10. And as you'll see, he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 exactly. So that was a misplan on my part. I should have just went for the head. It probably wouldn't have changed anything because there's not much I can do against a Kozilek at this point. I can burn him into the head for 2. I believe at this point I can also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The Comet Storm is a 5, so 7, 9. We can deal 9, 12 damage, which isn't enough. So it didn't matter. And we also would have to rip a land. We have another punishing fire, so that would have made 14. It would have been 1 damage off if we had the time. We don't have the time because that's interesting. I want to see what happens here. Well, that's fine. Now we definitely don't have the time, I don't believe, because we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We might. Yeah, but we weren't ripping a land anyway, so it didn't matter. Now here, since it's a ramp deck, I side in the Ruin Blasters. I think about rolling terrain, actually not that long. I've taken the Hellkite Charger mainly because I want to kill him as fast as possible, and that creature does that. I think about the Flame Slashes. I didn't see an Overgrown Battlement, but I don't know if he's playing it or not. And I want to try it out. But you'll see what happens later on, and if that was a good choice or not. So I go in 4 Ruin Blasters because I want to deprive him of mana as much as possible. I take out the Expeditions and the Exploration Maps because I don't think I'm going to have the time to be searching out Valakuts and trying to ramp up. I think against this matchup, it's really not ideal to be hunting for Valakut and trying to combo out. So instead, I have to make some cuts. I want to cut a ramp, but I just can't cut Harrow Explorer because Harrow is so good at it, and Explorer just draws a card. It cycles. It's not bad. I'd rather be cycling than... I don't want to cut Burn either, and so I eventually choose the one of the pingers. Sure, he has tokens, but it doesn't seem to be his main ramp. So I just take out another Expedition as well because I feel those are the weakest. And if I'm going to take any ramp out, it's going to be that one. So I keep this hand because it seems pretty good against him. We have 2 Ruin Blasters to deprive him of any of the non-basics he has. We have a Valakut. Could come in handy. It could also be bad because they could destroy it. So yes, you start off with the Valakut. No reason not to. So he goes up Colony Garden, and the only reason I believe he has his Colony Garden is because, well, we draw land, that's good, but it appears that it's just to suck up damage. And I don't know if I like that here because I'm pretty certain that if that was just a regular forest, he would have, I don't know, it's tough to say. So I use Punishing Fire here because I know I'm going to have to burn him out. I'm just going to try and win as quickly as possible. So I explore here, see what I can get, and we get Expedition. It's not going to do much this game, I don't believe. So we get ready for this next turn, Ruin Blaster, and he plays an Eye of Ugin, and he digs. And I believe he picks up another Colony Heart here, another Colony Garden. So I know I have another target for my second Ruin Blaster, but I already had to. But I think, actually it's much better to hit the Colony Garden here, because that actually deprives of mana. Ugin, you have to have the actual Eldrazi in your hand. So I kick the Ruin Blaster and target the Colony Garden, and I swing in and he will chump. So at this point, I don't feel as if I'm in a great position. And he plays Tectonic Edge, and he decides to kill my Valakut, which is fine, but I really don't know if that was the best move, mainly because he needed that mana.